Hi everybody, it is Max Mackintoshes back again for another video. This video is going to be yet another speed build. I was looking on the internet the other day for houses as inspiration, kind of more interesting houses or just something a little more creative than I would normally build, and I came across this Victorian mansion. Victorian's not super creative, but it was interesting. So I thought it counted, and I really enjoyed building this. I will leave a link to the website that I was looking at where I found this. It's kind of like a floor plan website, I believe, because it came with the whole floor plan and pictures of the outside and all that. It was very helpful when trying to create it. Although it's not exactly the same, it's pretty darn close, and I think it looks really cool. And there's like a gazebo type thing in the front along the porch, and there's like a tower in the back, kind of. I think it's pretty neat. And there's also a garage in this house, and I kind of just put some debug cars in there because it was already a big house. I figured might as well waste some space and make a garage, even though we don't have cars in the game. It's quite sad. And as you can see right now, it's pretty cramped on the lot. I think I changed lots like 3 times or something because I thought this was going to be small, or I thought I could make it small and not do it exactly like the floor plan called for. But that didn't work out, so it's pretty massive, pretty large, but that's fine. It just took me way longer than I wanted to spend on it that day. But it was only 5 hours, I guess, so that's not that long. I've spent way longer on a house. And part of the reason it took so long was because I was following the floor plan as closely as I could. So if I was doing more creative things on my own, I probably would be a little faster because I would just think and not have to reference the picture all the time. But we got there in the end, and I actually really like this house. And before I get too far in this video and forget, if you would like to download this build, I have uploaded it to the gallery. There will be a link in the description to this build for you to download, or you can search up my username Mackintoshes and find it that way. I believe I just labeled it Victorian Mansion on the gallery. If you're watching this video around the time it's coming out, it should be pretty close to the top of my gallery page. And if you're watching this not very close to when this video came out, you're going to have to use the search feature or the direct link because it's probably going to get lost in all the other houses that I build. I've been like way more into building lately. Like I always liked building, but like recently I'm just like want to do it all the time. I'm just like go go go, let's build another house, even though I've barely finished a previous one, you know. But that's good because fun times and more video content for you all, because sometimes I'm just not in the mood and I don't know why. I don't have a reason, but right now I'm really in a building kick, so hopefully there'll be some interesting builds for you all to see coming out soon. Should be some good fun. And also, it's probably good to mention that this build is a limited pack build. I said I wanted to do more limited pack builds, so here I am doing one. Like I always say, I like base game builds because they're the most accessible, but sometimes I just want to use some packs because I feel like I never use them. So if I do limited pack builds, then I don't feel as bad about using packs. This one I believe uses 3 packs, and I believe those 3 packs are Get Together, Cats and Dogs, and Laundry Day. And they all use quite a few objects, although you could live without Laundry Day if you don't have that one, because I believe most of those items are in the laundry room. I think I use like a couple of the wicker chairs upstairs in the gym room that you'll see in a minute, or a few minutes. But that's about it. So you could survive without Laundry Day, but still it's only 3 packs, which I thought was pretty good. It always takes longer when I do limited pack builds because I'm constantly using the search feature to filter for just those packs, because it always undoes your filtering when you copy stuff, and I copy things a lot when I'm building. But that's okay. That's just a little thing that's kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. I had to cut out quite a bit of the outside of this house because I did a lot of fiddling and the video was so long, so I hope you don't miss that too much. I figured I'll show a little bit of me putting the windows on, and then I just cut to where it's more finished. If you don't like that, let me know. I can try to change it up a little bit, but sometimes the video is like over an hour long sped up, and that's not good. Nobody wants to watch that. I wouldn't want to watch that. I definitely don't want to do a voiceover for an hour. 25 minutes is long enough. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there because a dog started howling outside, and so I paused the recording, and now I forget what I was saying. So, sorry about that, that's just what we get here, with all the rowdy dogs around me. But here we are in the backyard a little bit. I put a pool in because there was a lot of space, so I figured, why not put some loungy chairs down there just to fill up space. I didn't really know what to do. I'm not the best at backyards, I don't think. I just don't know how to decorate a backyard. Because, like, real-life backyards are just kind of ugly. At least the ones I've seen. Like, my backyard, there's, like, no grass because my dogs tore it up. But then we have, like, a random small trampoline and, like, a 20-year-old swing set and, like, a giant shed. So, I'm not gonna put that in my Sims build, so I have nothing to go off of for backyards. I put a lot of landscaping in too to fill up space, because if I don't know what to do, just put some landscaping in. That solves all our problems, right? I don't think I went as crazy with the colors in this one though. Sometimes I literally use like every color flower because I like color. I don't know if that's a bad decision, probably. But this one, I think I toned it down. I only used a couple colors. Or at least in each area, I only used a couple colors. Like that one area was like pink and white. I believe the area in the corner is going to be like green and... not green. Blue and yellow. So, kind of toning it down. Or at least toning it down for my usual style. Then I'm putting some terrain paint around everywhere. I left that in just because I feel like not everyone knows that terrain paint is such a game changer. Like, putting a little dirt terrain paint down really does wonders. It makes it look so much better, much more lived in and realistic and less like cartoony and perfect, and I think that's better. At least I think so. And here you can see that we put like a little outdoor bar grilling area, something a little fancy, just because we had space. So I thought might as well. I always like to put a grill in my houses, but not usually something that massive. But I thought I should do it this time to fill up some space and put a little seating area or two, I think two, and some lights and some pots to grow plants and get some gardening skill and all that. And then I realized that I never did the front of the yard. So I was like, hey, we better landscape that, because that's almost more important than the backyard. Curb appeal and all of that. Kept it pretty simple though, just my normal bushes and some flowers, some terrain paint to walk up to the front door. I feel like I always use terrain paint walking up to the front door rather than actual tiles, and I don't know why. I've just never really even thought to look through the actual flooring for a walkway. I don't know, do you guys use terrain paint or flooring more often? Or do you do a mix? Let me know if you want. Also, you see that I started adding rocks here in the front in my landscaping. Something just looked off about it, and then I remembered rocks make everything look better, so I added some rocks in the front. Then we moved on to the back, added some rocks there. I think it looks better. I don't know what it is about rocks, but it makes the landscaping look way more interesting. I only put a few in, so I didn't even go wild, but I think it looks better. And then we jump on into the front, and we see that we put a table in the little gazebo area, and then I remembered I never did the side of the building, or the house, or the garages. I never put in my fake garage doors, so then I jumped to that real quick, and then I thought it looked boring, so then I added these plant things from Get Together that like go up the wall. I think they're really pretty, and I think the house needed it because it's just a white house. I was just following the picture of the house on the internet, but also it was boring, so then I added the flowers to spice it up. And I'm really not good at picking exterior wallpapers for houses because I just don't know what looks good. I always just add a lot and hope for the best, but I just wasn't feeling it, so I just followed the picture pretty closely in this one. Hope that's alright. And here you can see me do the floor plan some. I contemplated taking it out, but I thought it might be interesting to watch. I mean, it's not like I was really doing anything because I was following the floor plan from the website, but I still thought it might be interesting to keep in. If you want, you can let me know if you like when I keep in the floor plan, or if you prefer not seeing people do the floor plan in speed builds. I really just don't know. I really don't know. Everyone's opinion's different, I guess, but if you want to let me know, feel free to let me know. And here we jump down to the dining room. As you can see, it's partially done. I think I took out all of me picking the wallpaper and flooring because I didn't think that was interesting, and the video was so long. Stuff just had to get cut. Like, some stuff just gotta go. We can't be sitting here all day long. But anyways, I used a lot of cats and dogs furniture in this room. I really love cats and dogs for all the items that come with it, and I love these dining chairs. This table I don't use often because I feel like it doesn't fit the vibe, but I was determined to use it, so I just put it in whether the vibe matched or not. But it's a pretty nice table. I just don't think it matches a lot of the houses I do. I don't know. I could be making that up. I don't even know what style is. I simply put things down, and then my brain tells me if it's ugly. That's about it. There's not much thought process. I don't know what any of these, like, styles are. Like, Victorian, I barely know what that means. The house on the website just said Victorian, so I'm calling it Victorian. And, like, I don't know what anything is. I simply just go with the flow. Now we're moving on to the formal living room, I suppose. There was 2 living rooms in this floor plan that I was looking at. I believe one was called a family room and one was called a living room. Basically 2 living rooms. I don't care that they're called different things, but this one kind of turned into like a library space and a study space, I suppose. I believe I add a chess table, although I'm really not sure if you can get to it. You could always just delete the couch there, but I thought it was awkward to have nothing there, so I put a chess table. But yeah, it's kind of like the smart study studious room. At least that's what I imagined in my brain. And it's pretty traditional. The furniture I always love to use, I used it here again. And then over here with where the windows are, there was kind of a little nook, and I believed it was just called a sitting area in the floor plan, but I decided it would be a good place for a desk. And there's like a million computers in this house. I think there's like 3, maybe 4, I don't remember. There's plenty of computers. And then we move on to the family room, or the second living room, and I didn't know what to do here. The walls were stressing me out, so I put these columns that were kind of brick, and they looked fancy to me, I don't know. And then I added these shelves in, and put a bunch of stuff on the shelves, and it took forever, but I think it looked really good in the end. I didn't show all of it because it took ages using move objects to move everything on the shelves, because nothing snaps on the shelves, and I don't understand why. It's not like there's like not small enough items for the shelf, they just don't snap. I don't understand it, but whatever, at least we have move objects, so I can put it up there anyway, even if it won't do the hard work for me. And I had no idea my color scheme going into this build, and in the living room here especially, we went with the tan couches because I wanted the comfy look. So I went with that, although I wish it had a little more color. But that's how it is. The walls are blue, so I guess the color is in the walls. We can have more toned down furniture. Apologies if you can hear the dog barking right now. I don't know what his problem is. This is just like a thing in all my videos now. I have to apologize for the dog barking. It's just how it is, I guess. I really wish he would bark around my schedule because I always do these voiceovers. Or not always, but lately I've been doing them when my parents go to the gym, so then I can do the voiceover without feeling like a freak, because my parents think I'm talking to myself in here, because they don't know I do YouTube, because that seems awkward and uncomfortable for me. I don't want them to know. I hate when people know things about me, like it stresses me out, like I don't exist. Don't know anything about me, don't know my favorite food, my favorite color. If you're nice, I'll let you know what my name is, which you all have been very nice to me, so you know my name is Max. But anyways, where are we in the build? I think we missed the breakfast nook that we put on the side there, and now I guess we're in the kitchen a little bit. I don't know why, but I really like the white appliances. Like in real life, I feel like I would prefer black appliances, but in The Sims, I really enjoy the white appliances. I don't know if it's because it's like bright and out there. There's something about it. I feel like nobody likes white appliances. Like, doesn't everyone want, the gray? That's not what it's called. Stainless steel? I'm not really about that in the game or in real life. Just supporting the white and black appliances. They deserve more love. Stainless steel doesn't need all the love in the world. They get enough of that. I can love other kinds of appliances. Okay, what did I just say? I'm kind of off my rocker. Anyways, now we're into the laundry room. And I don't know if it was actually a laundry room in the floor plan. I actually can't remember now. It might have said utility room, which, is that the same thing? I don't know. But I figured we have laundry in the game, so I'll put a laundry room in. That might be fun. And I think I put the laundry hamper upstairs in one of the bathrooms. I usually put one hamper in my game when I do laundry because then I don't have to run all over the house trying to collect all the clothes. It just all goes into the one hamper. But if you want, you can always add more, of course. Change it to your heart's content. And then there was like this awkward space between the living room and the kitchen, so I put a foosball table and a dartboard just to fill space and get some more games in here. Thought it'd be kind of fun. And then in the garage, we just put like a little woodworking table and some clutter. I think an easel. I don't really know what to put in garages because we don't have garages really in the game. Like, I'm making this faux garage, but we don't really have garages. I wish one day. Probably not though. It's been this long. That's alright. At least we can make these kind of fake ones and we have the debug cars, so we're like halfway there, right? And finally, after the garage, we will be moving upstairs. I believe there's 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms upstairs, because I think it's 4 bathrooms total and there was 1 downstairs. Although the one downstairs is only a half bath, just a toilet and a sink. I probably could have made it a full bath if I really wanted, but I guess I didn't really want to, so I didn't. My bathrooms are never very exciting, so sorry about that. I don't think I cut them out though. Maybe I did. I just don't know how to do bathrooms. Like, does anyone have any tips on how to make an interesting bathroom? Let me know, because I feel like all of mine look the same. Maybe that's fine, because it's a bathroom, that they all look the same. I don't know. I think I'm about tapped out on this voiceover. I'm getting tired of talking about the build, so let's talk about something else. What are we having for dinner tonight, everyone? Or lunch, or breakfast? I don't know when you're watching this. Personally, my next meal is dinner, and I think I'm going to be having porcupine meatballs. I don't know if that's something that people know what it is. I certainly didn't know what it was before my mother made it. It's like just meatballs with rice in the meatball, I think. I think that's all there is to it. If not, oops. You could probably Google a recipe and figure out what's in it, because it's probably pretty universal. Probably. I don't know, actually. But they're very good. I do know that. And I'm probably going to have some Brussels sprouts with it, because we have some leftovers from last night. And then I think I was going to have some yakisoba noodles, because I have about 3 containers of them in the pantry, and my mother's been reminding me about them, so I think she wants me to get them out of the pantry. So I'll probably have that as well, because it's not very filling, so I probably could have that and Brussels sprouts and be just fine. But I'm pretty excited for it. It's really good. I enjoy it a whole bunch. So what are you having for dinner, or breakfast, or lunch, or snack, however you like to eat whatever meal you're on to next? I'm also really excited after I eat, because then I can give my dog her cookie treat from her advent calendar. I went to Target a few weeks ago, like the very beginning of December, and there was like an advent calendar for dogs, and it had like special dog treats in them, and they're pretty cute. They're like shaped in bones, but they're like red, green, and white with sprinkles, but it's made for dogs. I don't know what makes a treat made for dogs, because it looked like normal ingredients. It had like tapioca something, some type of flour, peanut butter maybe, I don't know, but it was made for dogs, and I thought it was really cute because my dog is always starving, so I figured let's get her something so she has an extra treat every single day. And she really likes them, and it's really cute. She gets so excited when I ask her if she wants a cookie, and then when I pick up the box that the advent calendar is in, she knows what that means, so then she gets even more excited and about runs me over because she's very energetic and strong. Definitely stronger than me, but it's really cute how excited she gets. I love that for her, and it's really cute. And she eats her cookie, and she'll usually lay down and munch on it. I don't know why. She always eats laying down, but whatever she likes is good for me. My dog is really excitable because she is a hyper breed to start off with. She's a German short-haired pointer. They're very cute, but very excitable. Too much energy for her own good. I'm surprised she ever sleeps. She has that much energy. But she is also just a puppy. She's like a year and a half, something like that. I think her birthday's in May, so she's gonna be 2 in 2021. So, like, it's fine that she's excitable and wild, because she's just a baby. She's just a baby. But I can't handle her energy sometimes. Usually she shows off with a group of people, and that's when she's the most energetic, because when she's just with me, she's not super energetic unless I rile her up, which I do sometimes. But that's on me, because I'm the one making her energetic. I think we only have a few minutes left in the video, so maybe I'll talk about the build again. I'm feeling inspired to talk about the build after talking nonsense for a few minutes. We did the parents' bedroom. It was the green room. I kind of picked a color for each room and went with it. And the next room here has a single bed, and it's a purple bed, and it's kind of grayish for the wood tone. I just wasn't sure what to do, and it's kind of a big room, so we just added a bunch of stuff to fill it up. And I used that orange chair because there was a little bit of an orange tinge in the bed sheets, and I just thought it went together nicely. And I never get to use that chair because it has terrible swatches. So I thought, this is my opportunity. I am going to use it now. And this next bedroom is a double bed. It's kind of like a black and white dark color scheme, which I don't love all the time, but that's what we ended up with here. I feel like each bedroom has its own personality. They're just very different, I think. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I liked it, so that's all that I really cared about. I'm not really about the whole styles going together. I just like things, and that's the end of the conversation. If I like it, I like it, and I'm gonna put it in. I added another bookshelf in that room and just some clutter items and called it good. That bedroom and this next bedroom have a Jack and Jill bathroom where they each have a door to the bathroom. Thought that was pretty cute. And this final bedroom is the pink bedroom, which I love. Pink is such a cute color. And we put a little seating area and a computer, and I think an easel, and we just made it all sorts of fun. I really enjoyed this room. But I think we're coming up to the end of the video now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If not, well, thanks for watching anyway. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment something down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. I will see you all in my next video, for whatever that might be. Bye.